Oh my god, what is your so people really underestimated the potential of Panvel, back in the day. I'm gonna show you the connector. This would almost look like New York to some Mr. Poonawala.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop.
So today's video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you the connector, how Sewri is going to be connected with Worli, that is the coastal road. In other words, how is the Mumbai Harbour link going to be connected with the Mumbai coastal road project. So this is going to be quite an interesting video as to how this elevated corridor is taking shape. So all that I'm going to show it to you in this video. Anyways, no matter how many times I look at this place, it always amazes me. But we have a video to make, so let's go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a U-turn and I'm going to follow the connector and show you all the areas. I'll try to show you all the locations and the areas where this connector will have connections. Trucks carrying heavy equipment and inflammable substances. There's a lot of dust over here. You definitely need a mask when you come in these sorts of areas. Me, on the other hand, I've been wearing a mask since 2015. Many of the people have commented on my previous videos that how did he know that the pandemic was going to come? Anyways, this railway crossing, a considerable amount of time is wasted here just waiting for the train to cross. I might have to shut down my camera and wait here for maybe say 5 to 10 minutes. So here comes the train. So for those of you who don't know, this is the Harbour line, goes to CST, and it has come from Panvel. Everything that has been happening in this region, in Sewri, in the sea, is primarily to connect Panvel to the rest of the city. Oh my god, what is your... That is some sense of urgency. I wouldn't recommend this to anyone. What he did was very risky. Yeah, so I was talking about Panvel, how Panvel is going to be connected with the rest of the city. Everyone is doing that. Look at that. How is he going to do that? Why? What is the point of doing this? You will end up damaging the bike for no reason, and this is like crazy. He shouldn't have crossed over there in the first place. Now just he'll stand there looking stupid. Yeah, so I was talking about Panvel, how everything that is happening in the sea right now is aimed at connecting Panvel with the rest of the city. So for many years, Navi Mumbai was kind of this neglected child of the family. And now it is finally like getting its due, because the potential of Panvel, people really underestimated the potential of Panvel, back in the day. But now as the city is expanding, there's a lack of space, and there are the lack of recreational zones. There's a lack of everything actually. So it really makes sense to develop Panvel, because it's like quite a beautiful place. It has lot of natural vegetation, greenery, And yeah, so you get a lot of options when it comes to development projects over there, residential projects, and also now I think a lot of commercial offices, commercial spaces, companies are shifting their base to that region with the increase in connectivity that is happening. So finally, oh, look at him, he just wants to be first. Here we go. So I'll just quickly make my way through this market. Oh god. So all this would be gone in a couple of years now. And here is Mr. J. Kumar. So I'll take a left from here, ultimately to take a U-turn from the front over there. So what I'm showing you right now is the branch of the Sewri Worli connector. This road right here, it goes to South Mumbai, to Colaba to be specific, and this is the location of the branch or the bridge that would be connected to the Sewri Worli connector. In other words, this is how Colaba is going to be connected with the Mumbai Trans Harbour link. And if we get a chance, we will also pop into some of these barricades and take a look at the work here. So this is some of the work, and this is the foundation has already been laid. This is the main part, and now the pillars and all, they would be constructed. The foundation is what's very important, and I have to be very careful. Here. Thank God he smiled and did not abuse me. So this is how they lay the foundation. These thick iron rods impinged into the earth, and then you have that solid structure on top of it, and after that the pillar work and all. So here you have another zone. This is how the pillars are, you can say fabricated or constructed. At the side here is another pillar. Okay, now I'll just take a U-turn from here and I will show it to you again. So here goes. So here is a proper location to show you exactly like what is happening. So what you see there, that bridge over there, that is the Eastern Freeway. And the pillars over there just behind the freeway are those of the Mumbai Trans Harbour link, the connector of the Mumbai Trans Harbour link. You can see the height of the pillars. I'll try and go ahead because this camera would shoot everything in wide, so this is kind of okay. So as you can see, that's the freeway, and those are the pillars, and you can look at the height of the pillars over there. They are going to go over the freeway. It would have a pattern which would connect all the three directions. So one of the directions which I showed you was that of Colaba. So the traffic coming from Colaba can directly go onto that ramp and connect with the Mumbai Trans Harbour link, and they can go off to Panvel. And another connection which I'm going to show you as we move further is the connection which goes towards Parel. That is, it will take a road known as the Acharya Donde Marg, one of the most important parts of the connection. By the way, on the left is the court. This is one thing I forgot to show you. This is the part of the city which the connector will branch off to. You see here, a lot of digging has happened here. So that connector which would come from the sea will branch off to this zone as well. Popularly it is known as Badala Char Rasta, Rafi Ahmad Kidwai Road. There is a lot of construction work that is happening on this particular road right now, because as I said, the branching off of the connector, it would be at this road, and this road ultimately ends over there at the Eastern Express Highway. And what is the Eastern Express Highway? It is a highway which leads to Thane and Nashik and all. Now I'll take a U-turn. I've just come very far away. two directions I've showed you right now. One is towards South Mumbai and one is towards the Eastern Express Highway. Oh god, there is no right turn, so I may have to take a left and then go right. It would have been easier for me to take a U-turn, but as I said, I don't believe in breaking rules, even though it would benefit me for a short period of time. Anyways, I'm waiting here for taking a ride again, basically go back, and then I'll take a right towards the Acharya Donde Marg, where I will show you the remaining part of the connector. What I am trying to explain here is that the Mumbai Trans Harbour link will have a connector, and the connector will have these set of branches which would go in all three directions. That is on the Eastern Express Highway, then towards Kolaba, and the third one towards Worli. So in total, the number of lanes that would be made, like after the Mumbai Trans Harbour link enters the land at Sewri, there are about 8 lanes which would be made. Okay, they are in the process of making them, obviously. So 3 of those lanes would be directed towards Worli from Acharya Donde Marg, then for ahead towards the Jagannath Bhatanagar Marg. So anyways, I'll just show it to you in person now. Now I'll just speed up from here and reach that junction as fast as possible. Hey. All right. By the way, on the right here is the tuberculosis hospital, the TB hospital, and as you move forward towards that side, you go towards Bhoibada and basically the monorail section of the city. So if you haven't watched the monorail video, then definitely go and watch it. That is also an interesting video, and we'll have to take a slight left and hopefully not get hopefully not get hit. So you get the picture, right? The branch will come at this zone. So now we are going towards Acharya Donde Marg. I'll just give you the landmarks on the way. This is the Our Lady of Fatima Church. This is the school on the way here. On the right, this wall that you see, this old looking wall, this is the location of the cemetery. So we don't have to go there, we are going here. So right ahead is the Sewri bus depot. Here you go. You see the work that's happening? Yes. And lots of redevelopment projects are coming up in this area too. You'll get to know them once I reach a bit further. So as you can see, a major amount of the pillar work has been completed in this zone. Here you go. So people have parked their vehicles inside the barricaded zone. Oh, amazing, right? Look how tall these pillars are. They are like amazing. They will go over the monorail bridge over there. It's like a double-decker fashioned bridge that you would get to see in a couple of years. So this is the redevelopment I was talking about. You have these really nice tall towers along the way, and you would see many more of them coming up at the location ahead, because this is going to be a very, very prime location in the coming few years. It already is. People have started investing in this zone since quite some years now. They have bought smaller properties, but they have made sure that they have some investment in this zone, because as you can see, it forms the central point of the connector. Because from here it's quite equidistant, from here to Worli sea face, and from here to Sewri it's equidistant. So here we have a bit of traffic and some work that's going on. Wow, they are really speeding up. I knew about this even when it was not in the media. That is, I've been saying this since 2018. It's also in some of my videos from 2018 and 19 where there was no work being done here, but still I had informed everyone that there will be a connector to the Mumbai Coastal Road project from here. And at that time there were no barricades, no nothing. You wouldn't even have realized that something of this magnitude would pass from this area. But yeah, so now we are in 2022 and here we are almost at the brink of completion of the project. The contractor of this project, that's J. Kumar, was given a deadline of 2023. That's why you see, as you know, because of COVID and all, it's just a lot of things got delayed to some extent. Otherwise, we would have already seen this connector completely taken shape. Here we are at one of the most important, you can say, junctions. Because here the monorail takes a right and goes towards Wadala, and we have to go straight, and the connector, the Sewri Worli connector, would pass over this spot over here. It will meet at this point. There will be a pillar that will be erected here. This is Acharya Donde Mark. So as you can see, this is quite a crowded zone. You have hospitals on the right here. This is the Wadia hospital, and it is quite a heavy duty hospital when it comes to babies. This road, by the way, is notorious for its long traffic signal. You'll definitely be reminded of that once you come here at the peak hours. There you see this bridge, which is the Parel bridge. The connector would pass on from here. Earlier, what was going to happen is that the connector was going to go underground from this point, but they dropped the idea. I'll tell you why it was going to go underground, but as soon as I cross this signal, I'll tell you why. So I guess I'll just shut down my camera for a bit because the signal is quite long. It's 120 seconds, more than 2 minutes remaining. So here we are, crossing the bridge, going underneath it, and you have Gauri Shankar Mithai Wala, which is quite an iconic Mithai Wala of this location. As I was saying back there, now I'll tell you why they were going to go underground at this section. Well, the area you can see ahead of me, this is the location of the Prabhadevi station, and this bridge is known as the Elphinstone Bridge. So there are like two stations over here. There's Prabhadevi station and there is this Parel station. Prabhadevi station has trains for the western line, that is you go towards Churchgate and Borivali, Virar and all, and the Parel station is for the central line. You go towards Thane, Badlapur, Kalyan, Dombivli. So this region, this Parel region is that's why it's a very good location, because it's connected from everywhere you could possibly imagine. It also has a monorail, it has buses, it has trains. So anyways, we are going above the railway tracks. The connector was earlier supposed to go underneath the railway tracks. The contractor had asked whether he could build it under the railway tracks, but I think they did not get permission from the railway or something of that sort. It was not feasible to do that or something. So they scrapped the plan and they are going above the bridge, this bridge here. I don't know if that's a good idea, because I am a firm believer of underground tunnels and underground transportation systems. As we are progressing today, the world needs more underground tunnels, because the surface area is decreasing day by day, and the more number of underground tunnels we build right now, the better. So look at this. This would almost look like New York to some. Here what we are going to do is we are going to go all the way towards the end there, and we are going to take a right. Now the reason, by the way, this is the World One Center. So it's a commercial zone. Lots of big companies operate from here. Yeah, the reason why I'm going all the way around, because we were actually supposed to go straight. The bridge that we took back there, where I was explaining you everything, we are supposed to go straight, but there is a dead end over there because the construction work is happening. on that road. It's completely barricaded off to the traffic, so you have to take quite a long turn. There's a lot of traffic in this zone, so you get the point, right? What I am trying to tell you. So this is the road that was blocked off. You see that One World Center, we came from that side, and now since that road was blocked, we have come all the way around, and we have come to this zone. Okay, so this is the route that it will follow. It's just a straight route. There's no like rocket science involved, just to make you understand a bit better. Oh, Mr. Poonawala. Yeah, so anyway, Mr. Poonawala distracted me. The connector would go from that side, right, this angle right here. I will go ahead of Mr. Poonawala for now. This is the way the connector would go. It would go next to Century Mills. The Century Mills is a very popular place as in it's a famous location. Most of the Mumbaikars know about it. And then the bridge would end at the Worli bus depot. Deepika Padukone's house. Now that's something everyone might be knowing, which is on the left here, Beaumont. The Sewri-Worli connector would pass right next to her house. You may probably get to see her standing in the balcony someday, but I'm just joking around. This is Reliance Digital. Then on the left here is Beaumont. This is the place where Deepika Padukone and the Joker lives. I'm calling him the Joker because many people call him a Joker online. So here is the Mercedes-Benz showroom. There's a Lamborghini showroom at the road parallel to this. So this is what I'm talking about, the Century. You get the point, right? The connector would come from this side, from Century side, and here we are at a signal again, waiting patiently for it to turn green while we turn red in this sweltering heat. On the left side is the fire brigade. Okay, so I'll take a right. Is a right possible now, because you never know when this road might be shut off. So here is the work again. So this is where the connector would finally end. You can see the pillars. So now I'll take a left here to show you the Worli bus depot. Here on the left here, Sacred Church bus depot. It ends at the Worli bus depot. You see a lot of buses here. We'll take a U-turn again and just go to the Worli sea face now. Let the Audi pass. The reason I show landmarks is that you get a better understanding of the topography and the geographical boundaries of the project. This building, by the way, is under construction since ages, man. So this is 162. By the way, this bus follows the route that we came from. So in this way, the Sewri-Worli connector, it finally culminates, it ends at this location. By the way, the time, well, earlier from Sewri to this part of the city, that is from Sewri to the Worli sea face, it would take around 1 hour because of the traffic, and also it's quite a congested area, as you saw there. That's why it took 1 hour. So now, because of the connector, it would take 10 minutes. Isha Ambani's bungalow, that is the place where I take a U-turn. I hope we get there in time, because this signal is there for quite a short period of time. Oh, finally, this man broke the signal. So by now, I guess you people might be getting a clear image in your head as to how the connector is going to be. 1 second, I'll just take this opportunity to show it to you from here. Mumbai Coastal Road project. You see here, they're like constantly, they are sweeping and sweeping and sweeping. This looks like a part of the city which is not from the city. It's that good. almost of an international standard. So I need to take a slide right from here because I don't want to end up on this Worli sea link. So this area is quite unrecognizable than what it was a few years ago. Yeah, so guys, so this was my video of the Sewri Worli connector update. I hope you liked this video. If you liked the video, then definitely hit the like button, share, subscribe. I keep on making these videos on my channel every now and then, so be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon because that's how you will receive notifications from my channel. And in case some of you may not be receiving my notifications, then just enable notification. There's one more option. When you click the bell icon, there will be one more option next to it or somewhere next to it, which will have this option of enable all notifications from this channel. So make sure you click that. You know, people will never learn. You know, you saw those two guys like coming from the opposite side. So thank you for watching this video again. This is Famimond saying goodbye to all of you. See you in my next video. Bye bye.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you.